Alright, YouTube, let's take the triple score and the Days 2 into some colonial iron that I've hunted many times. I've only ever pulled a few dozen non-ferrous targets out of here, but let's see what happens. Hold tight. Alright, y'all, let's have a look at my settings here. Field mode. It says in the manual that field mode will help in areas that are loaded with ferrous targets, which this is. Alright. I'm in M2. It also says M2 can help in situations like that. Let's try that. Okay. Ground balance 0, mild soil. I'm going to start with reactivity 3. Stock iron filter setting of 3. Got the volume cranked. No ground suppressor. No notch. We've got bottle cap 0. Threshold 0, tone break at 12, iron volume at 10 so y'all can hear it. I'm using pitch tone, and then my discrimination pattern is just ground. Okay, so let's listen to the ground, and then I will make a couple adjustments, and we'll keep listening to the ground. I've got one target here that I've located that I think is a good descriptor of what this detector does, but it could be non-ferrous, so we will dig it in a few minutes and find out. But I'm going to try to keep this short and sweet. Here we go. Now, all this nail iron is colonial hand-forged rose head nails. And this detector has recovered 3 non-ferrous targets out of here for me. A heel plate, a lock fly, and a super deep button. And they were all recovered with the bigger coil. And I'm going to raise the reactivity. We're just going to keep working this same line that I just walked. I'm going to raise it. Let's just go all the way to 5 and see how this sounds now. This iron goes deep. There's iron 10 inches deep here. Seems a little better. All right, let's leave it reactivity 5, and just for the sake of time, let's take the iron filter all the way up. Let's go into the secondary menu here, and let's run the bottle cap reject all the way up. I would never hunt like this. I want those 2 settings to be 0 on bottle cap so I can hear big iron in case it's a sweet relic. And I want my iron filter low because I want depth and unmasking. But let's listen to it with max reactivity, max bottle cap rejection, and max iron filter. Sensitivity 14. That really shut it up, didn't it? There's a piece of Romex wiring right there from an old light or something. I've dug it a lot. Yeah, it's right there. I can see an old plug of mine there anyway. All right. Let's go invest. I had a phone call. Sorry about that. Okay, let's go. Well, first here's what we'll do. We'll go iron filter back down to 3. We will go bottle caps back down to 0. We will go reactivity back down to 3. Oh, we're already at 3. And we will switch to M3. Okay, now let's listen to it in a basically stock field mode M3. Let's see how it sounds. I'm just going to run everything all the way back up to how it was. Reactivity's at 5. Iron filter 9. I just want to see how quiet in iron it can be. Bottle caps 8. What happens? Oops, let me get back to my ground. There we go. What happens if we run the reactivity all the way up? It is up. Back down, does that make it worse? Now it is super dry here. Hasn't rained in 10 days, which is crazy. I'm going to put it back on 3 for iron filter. Back on 0 for bottle caps. Let's check that reactivity speed. We are at 3. And I want to go back to M2. Alright, let's listen to it again, just to get a baseline here. So you're going to have to use some combination of iron filter and bottle cap reject. I did make this pass with independently raising iron filter and bottle cap reject, and they both make a difference. Iron filter will quiet it down a little bit on its max setting. You hear how it sounds now. I mean, I couldn't hunt very long in an iron-laden site like this with that. I'd spend too long investigating everything. But let's look at this target that I found. It's right here by this little piece of quartz. And we're going to listen to it in this mode first. I'm going to spin around it. Got some iron right here. Iron on both sides. Okay, let's mess with some settings. Let's check it with a higher reactivity. Alright, still hear it. Still repeatable sometimes. Let's check it with a high iron filter. Showing me depth, and it likes that 30s, low 30s ID on it. So with a high iron filter, you would say it's iron. I would say I'm caught between two nails, is what I think. Two big nails. Let's go to bottle cap. Let's run it all the way up and listen to it. Iron tone's gone right there. Okay, just for fun, we are at bottle cap 8. Let's go Can't even see what I'm doing here. Let's go iron filter 9 and reactivity 5. Let's see what happens. You'd think it's a nail or two in there, wouldn't you? I would. I'm gonna knock this back down. Knock this back down. And I'm gonna switch to M3. Let's dig it up. I'm gonna grab my spade. I don't got but a few minutes left of video here. Oh, it's dry. Moisture in the soil affects a lot on how this machine performs, I'll just say that. And I'm sure it's different for everybody because of where they're at. Different soils everywhere. Getting a faint hit on the pinpointer right on the right side there. Get something at the bottom of the hole now, which honestly is hitting my pinpointer about like a nail. Not a super confident hit. Just want to make sure I didn't get nothing out. Still at the bottom of the hole. I pulled a super deep button out of here the other day, I'm telling you. That looks like a nail that was hot. You ever seen when they get cooked and they get that spot that won't rust on them? Okay, let's see if there's anything else in there. Got something else on the pointer here. The heck is it? Something tiny. You're freaking kidding me, dude. It's a gosh dang button. It's a gosh dang flippin' flat button, dude. Holy smokes, man. Holy smokes, dude. Alright, y'all seen it. Wow, that just blew my freaking mind. Well, I've been thumb punching this thing for a minute, and I cannot believe what I'm looking at. This is an 1812 eagle button with an R in the shield, which I might have to do a little checking to see what that is. I found other 1812 buttons nearby. There's another home site to the south of me. I have a handful of artillery, which that could be an A, I suppose. And that looks like an R. Wow, y'all. Totally unexpected, dude. Holy smokes, man. All right. All right, I was going to get out the Deus too, but maybe I ought to keep messing with this thing.